up, guys? Welcome back to the DL show, coming to you straight from Baraton TV here and hereafter. I am your host, Deborah Lillian, and guess who we have today in our show? Photographers, man. We are talking about these people who are so in love with their cameras and everything they do. So, today, get ready to be with them and listen to everything they are going to tell us in this show. So, welcome, guys, to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, so maybe you guys tell us about yourselves, starting from you. Tell us your name, something about yourself.
My name is Aela Omogi.
Mm-hmm.
I am a photographer, but I have majored on graphic designing.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Where do you come from, Aela?
I am from Mombasa. Yes.
Watoka Pwani.
Natoka Pwani.
Uko kwenye Kiswahili kinatoka. Kiswahili. Well, anyway, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Unatoka Pwani.
Natoka Pwani.
Wow. That's nice. And you?
Yeah, my name is Dominic Okiambe.
All right.
I love photography and I've majored in education.
Education.
Contrary to what I do.
I understand. So photography is a passion.
Yeah.
So where do you come from?
Kisii.
Kisii. Wow, that's amazing. I'm glad you're here today.
I'm glad
really honored. So we want to maybe ask you some few questions.
Yes.
Starting from you, Ayla, why did you decide to be a photographer?
I decided to be a photographer. Actually, it is not a decision.
All right.
Because I came to realize that it is part of a lifetime thing, you know. I grew up in a humble family background,
Yeah.
but my dad loved capturing moments.
Oh.
Each and every moment, you know. I would cry over a silly thing and he would capture using his vintage camera. We would go out to the beach. He would carry his camera along. And so I think I admired that lifestyle because it played a major impact later on in future, whereby you could view family albums. I suppose you guys have family albums.
Of course.
Exactly.
That is what you do when a visitor comes. The first thing you do.
Album, kwa meza.
Family album. Kwa meza.
So ideally that is what happened, and I fell in love with you know, capturing moments.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in short, your dad's kind of rekindled this thing. Okay, put this thing in you.
Yes,
This photography thing.
exactly.
And you took it from there.
I took it from there.
Wow.
And
that's
one thing I
amazing.
also learned, photographers really love their machines, you know, and you can
course.
testify, right?
It's true.
Because to date, my dad still has the very camera.
Oh,
So you can imagine, yeah?
wow.
Yeah, the vintage camera. Ile yenye unachapa, unaenda inaoshwa sijui nini, you know.
Yeah, I know those type of
Exactly,
cameras.
yeah.
Wow. Hey, how about you, Dominic? Why did you decide to be a photographer, or what made you be a photographer?
Personally, I'm in love with photography. Mimi ilianza kutoka kwa mzazi.
Oh. Okay.
So it's inherited.
So you took it from your parent also?
Yeah, I realized that after being into photography like for 3 months ndio nikakuja kuambiwa babako alikuwa anapiga picha na niye alikuwa ananiambia hivyo.
Wow.
Aliambia unapiga picha kama mimi.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so amazing. So, okay. Well, in this photography, since you started maybe photography and everything, what are some of the challenges that you faced as a photographer?
Okay, the question is posed to me first.
Yes, you
Okay.
first.
Challenges, okay. What we can say about challenges, there are common challenges, you know, challenges that we may share together, you know. Kuna zile challenges zenye we share
Yeah.
as a community of photographers, and there are those personal challenges, you know. Like he said that he's majoring in education and, you know, he's
And the passion
doing
is photography.
photography. That may be a challenge somehow, you know, but let me speak on my behalf. Challenges may come in whereby someone may lack content.
Okay.
You've done a lot of pictorial stories, and you may lack a content. A challenge may come in whereby you I am doing a photography stuff, and maybe financial aids may be a problem. You know, people are into photography.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of people. So about financial status may be a problem if you are doing photography for money issues, financial purposes. Yeah, it may be an issue, you know, but unless you've really branded yourself to an extent whereby clients look for you, not you are struggling looking for clients.
I get your point.
You know,
which actually I'm supposed to ask for personally you. Do you do it for business purposes or for passion?
I do it. Okay, like I said before, I do photography, but I have majored in graphic designing. So my work ideally is not only on photography. I can take my good pics, but not only for photography purposes, but for graphic designing. So I do graphic designing for business.
Okay.
It's a business, yes. But photography comes in because of passion. Because I can as well say, I can download images and do my graphic designing. But for originality and for good branding, it's good if you can take your own shots and use your own shots for other purposes. Yes.
And for, okay, Dominic, for you, do you do it for passion or business purposes?
Personally, I do it for passion. Pesa ikikuja, I appreciate.
Ikikuja unapita nayo. Wow. Are there any of the challenges maybe unaweza kuwa umeface?
A lot.
For example?
Basically, no good things comes out like that. Lazima upitie challenges. Vile nilikuwa naanza, like, hauna content kabisa. You look up to somebody, unaona yeye anapiga picha mzuri, and you're like, unapiga mtu picha, akwambia picha hapana, sipendi picha yako, you discouraged.
Yeah, sure.
But sasa nikakuja kuondoka kwamba kazi ni kujituma. Then financially acquiring camera na vitu na gear zingine.
Yeah, sure.
Stress kama una pesa.
I really get it. So, where personally, who taught you photography? Because basically unafanya education. So probably there's someone who taught you photography, or you just did it on your own.
Sijaingia klasi ya mtu.
Okay.
Nilijifunza some of the basics. Zingine nilikuwa naangalia YouTube. So
ulitumia YouTube tutorials? And currently unaweza rate yourself uko sawa? Out of 10?
Out of 10 niko 7 hapo.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Wow. Ella. Yeah. Did you go to class or ama hata ulienda YouTube tutorials?
I won't deny about YouTube, but at first it started as a passion, you know, whereby you go through how do we call them, magazines, you know, best-selling magazines, you know. I follow Forbes best photography of the year, you know, and you see photography is like a storyline. When you look at someone's portfolio about photography and the pictures are there, it's more of a storyline, like it captures your eyes. So it started as a inspiration, you know, naona huyu, naona portfolio yake, it's good, you know. Plus others physically. I have lots of friends who do photography, who started photography before me. And I used to admire their work. So at first, first things first, I can say that ilianza kama mvuto, you know. Then nilivutwa. Then at that moment of, you know, after Form 4, your mind is not settled. You want to do a lot of art stuff, you know. You want to do photography, you want to do this and that, you want to do music, you know. So at that particular moment, I took it as a lifestyle, photography. I just love photography, you know. Nilitikia wito. But when I joined Utalii College, I was taking Bachelor of Arts in Tourism and Hospitality and photography. It was a great opportunity for me now to venture. I'm an art guy. So being in an art institution, I decided to take photography and take it to a higher notch, you know. And I went in few classes. I took it as a short course, 1 year. 1 year. And from there, yes, it kicked off.
So in short, you're just a professional photographer?
I can say that. Yes.
Wow.
I can say that.
So Are you a Nikon guy, a Canon guy, a Sony guy?
That's a good question, yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like I've talked too much. Could you start, you know?
All right, Dominic.
Mimi napenda Nikon.
Okay, you love Nikon.
Yeah.
Why Nikon over Canon or Sony?
My first camera was Nikon. Yenye niliomba beshte.
And you felt like you should just stick to it.
Yeah.
Ukwe too loyal na Nikon.
Wakati niliomba hiyo camera, I had seen somebody use Canon, but I couldn't impress. Nikaomba beshte, nikamwambia hebu nijaribu Nikon. Akanipea Nikon, nikaiangalia, nikachukua, nikapiga picha nayo. And I was like, this is the camera I want. So when I went to purchase, Nikon was in my mind.
So ukafell in love na Nikon na ukasema this is it.
Yeah.
No changing. Hakuna kuhama kwa Nikon ama Sony ama any other.
Hivyo hata nikitaka ku upgrade, I
just go to for Nikon.
Yeah.
Amazing. Hey. Aela.
Yes.
Nikon ama Canon.
I started with Sony. I loved Sony at first, you know. Sony. Unajua vile Sony wamejibrand with exaggerated figures.
I get your point.
Sony very expensive, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
So actually I think I have my first camera ever here. It's a Sony. It's a pocket camera, you know. Yeah, Amazing. It's a pocket 20.1 megapixel.
Wow.
This is my first camera. Yeah, I still have it to date and I still love it because it's awesome.
Actually, you said something about your dad keeping his first
camera, yeah?
And I see something.
And I've acquired the knowledge, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Kama Afrika tunapenda vitu zetu, you know.
By the way.
So I started with Sony. I loved Sony so much for no good apparent reason. Just because of the branding, how it is smart, you know.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. You know, no matter how simple it is, it looks flashy and yes. But at some point, I went to Canon. Like right now, if there is a gig or anything, you know, I would take my Canon. Why? I love it because it takes. Okay, I really don't know how I can put this, but we have handled cameras, yeah.
Yes.
If you handle a Canon, kuna vibe yake. You get? There is how the pictorials brings the sharpness. It's either the sharpness you may love about the sharpness or the, you know, the reflex, whatever, you know. So, but ideally, I love Canon because of its still caption takes, you know. Yeah, when you use a camera, a Canon camera, any kind, like let's say this one, like the one that we are using over here.
Yeah.
You know, it has a stand, and using it with a stand, it takes very sharp quality pics. Still, you know, I love it because of that. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so do you believe that, Dominic, when the picture is so good, you look at a pic and you're like, wow, this is so awesome. Do you think it's the photographer or the camera? Yeah.
From my point of view, is the photographer.
Photographer, not the camera.
No.
Okay.
Ask me why.
Why?
Because nimepea mtu kamera yangu. I was like, nime reset to default, nikampea shika. Piga picha huko. Akapiga. And then nika reset tena, nika set the way I know. Nikapiga picha. Those were two different things. Unaona? So personally, it's the skill behind the camera.
So it's not about the camera,
no,
or how big the camera is. Ayla, you also believe in the same thing?
I love responding to questions by a question.
Okay.
It's African. It's more of African, right?
Yeah, that is true.
So let me say this. Safari rally. We're in a safari rally, right?
Yes.
And all of us, like each one of us, is granted an Audi A5.
Yes.
Audi A5, and full tank. Boom. Everyone is given the same amount of what? Of the fuel, whatever, or rather petrol or diesel. And there is a finish line, of course, you know,
Yeah.
and we are starting at the same time, you know. Just because we have the same engines, does it mean we will finish the race together?
No.
No. Have I answered you or not?
You
So
have.
I am conquering with him. It's the guy behind the wheels, the guy behind the camera, you know.
All right.
It's all about how well acquainted are you with your camera.
That's true.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, okay, Dominic,
Yeah.
personally, what type of photo app or editing program do you use?
I'm into Adobe Photoshop.
Oh,
Yeah.
Photoshop. Why
Yes.
Photoshop?
Because
Mm-hmm.
I think Photoshop gives you control over everything in the photo. You want to do anything on the photo, Photoshop gives you that opportunity. I've tried Lightroom, but sijakuwa na ile control over Photoshop. So I like Photoshop because of the full control. You can edit anything you want in the photo.
Personally, I've heard people say, I prefer Lightroom because it's a little bit easier. Photoshop ni noma. Wow.
Very ikuwe normal, but
But it gives
you
you
have
something
good
called
results. Yeah.
yeah, sure. Ayla,
Same
which one do
question,
you
yeah?
use? Yeah.
Okay. I love responding to questions with a question.
Yeah. I'm getting used to that fact right now.
You're a chef. You're a chef, sorry. You're
Yeah.
a chef, yeah? And what makes you a good chef is because of your secret what?
Recipe.
Recipes.
Yes.
So I wouldn't want to say that I'm not I'm not giving out my app, my editing app, but I would give one. I don't want to sound more of a
Yeah.
yeah. I love Canva Pro. Why?
Canva Pro.
Canva Pro. Why do I love Canva Pro? It's not only for photographers, but also for what? For graphic designers.
Yeah.
With this app, once you have good pictorials, man,
You're good to go.
buzz.
Fire. Hey.
You get? Yeah. So I love Canva Pro. Okay, there is Canva and Canva Pro. So Canva are for these beginners, you know, you want to try one or two, but you see for Canva Pro, you pay for some services, you know, but legit ones, and they are more professional. Yeah, you could check it on your phone, It's a
nice
good,
one.
yeah, it's a nice one, yeah.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice. Okay, so what has been the most thing, the fun thing about photography? What is the most fun thing about photography kwako, Dominic?
Personally, nikipiga picha, I'm like, nabambika kupiga picha. Because I said, zinani inspire. I love telling stories through pictures.
Okay.
So, nikipiga picha, nabambika tu. Hata kama sipigi anything for money, but picha, piga tu picha.
Just taking the pic itself is fun to you.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
Back to me,
question.
Pardon?
What is the most fun thing to you about photography?
About photography?
Yeah.
Everything is fun about photography. Everything. From the capturing of the photo. Sorry, and okay, it is a life moment thing. Capturing moments. There is nothing fun like capturing moments. Ushai kuona wazungu? Mzungu, a white guy, akona familia yake, si ndio?
Yes.
And they have this kid, maybe firstborn. You know that this Mzungu guy will buy a camera, let's say even the most expensive camera, just to capture the moment of this kid who is being welcomed to the family.
Yeah, sure.
From pics to videos, you know. And then this guy, like, let's say I'm 27, I've just chosen a figure. I'm 27. Unapewa kanda yote, you know.
Kutokea ukiwa
Do you know you can make a movie out of that? Or rather, how many songs can you make out of that?
a lot,
You know.
Sure.
So everything is fun about photography. Most part of it, most fun part of it is capturing moments. Oh my! If you're a traveling person, and you'll have to have a camera.
That's true.
And that's fun. If you are a musician, there is no way you'll just have to have a camera. If you don't have a camera, it's either you hire somebody who's good in camera, because you'd want that moment, and all that is fun. Yes.
Amazing. So, okay, Dominic, do you have any goals in photography? Do you have any goals? Or kwenye uko sahi, you're just like, it's okay. Hapo imetosha.
No. Despite the fact that tunafanya education, kuna vile I like this other part of me. So, in future, naweza taka kuwa that one person when nasema, hii picha nilipiwa na somebody. That big name, inakuja out of my great work.
Okay.
Nikikupiga picha, you're like, this is the best pic so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, kitu kama hiyo.
So you're looking forward to great things, to improve from where you are.
Great gear, great skills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Ayala, do you have any goals in photography?
What keeps people going are goals, right?
Sure.
Goals, eh? And without any goal, it will be more of something still or something futile. You know, itakuwa ni story. Unakumbuka, remind me your name?
Dominic.
Unakumbuka Dominic zile siku alikuwa anapiganga? Kisha kuwa story. Haifai kuwa story. Unaget? Inafai kuwe hata ile siku yenye Dominic hayuko. You know? Somebody sees a caption like, you know, a caption of a good pic. Somebody sees that, somebody sees Dominic. Anyone sees that, sorry, that's Dominic.
Yeah.
You know, that is one. So, I have goals. And like I've said before, like self-portrait project. Self-portrait projects, like my goal, personally, I would want to have a portfolio of 1 million plus pics. 1 million plus, you know. 1 million plus. Sasa nikiuliza Dominic Sofa umepiga picha ngapi hata ajui. Si ndio? Ni mingi. Tangu uanze kushika kamera upige, and especially if you have a portfolio. Me, I can't say ziko mingi and I have a portfolio. It's good by the way for a good photographer. This is an advice to photographers. Have a portfolio. You know, you may never know.
Yeah, by the way.
You know, and with that, having a portfolio, that is like a pathway to a goal. You know, you're not only taking a pics kujibamba wewe. You're not only taking a pics kubamba mse mmoja. There is this guy called, forgotten his name, called, what's his name? He's a Nigerian, He's a good photographer. A very good photographer. This guy really inspires people with his photography. His first pic, he took it when he was 12 years. He didn't know that it will make a big impact 15 years later.
Wow.
Now, that is a big reason as to why as photographers, we need to have portfolios. It's like your work. Umeenda kuajiriwa pahali unasema mimi ni photographer, mnoma, ingia Facebook utaniona niko pale nimefanya kazi zangu. No. Have a photo. You see, one thing I love about photographers is they are sijui niseme aje, ni watu wa bafo. Like kuna siku hizi people put things in ninio in a soft copy,
Yeah.
But ideally for photographers lazima kuwe na hard copy. In as much as we are in a digital era, photographers lazima kuwe na hard copy. For a portfolio, an album, you know, there's a pic, I took this date, this inspired me, I took this pic. You know, ingine, hivyo. So, I as a photographer, I have goals. I'd want any pic enye nimepiga at any time, I play an impact in someone. Unaona, hata mse akiona hii picha seme, Ayala, this was nice.
That's
that is one. Two, goals. You wouldn't want to be just a photographer, you know, people, portraits za watu zimewin Oscar awards. not Oscar awards, sorry, but awards.
Yeah.
You know, like photograph of the year. You know, such a thing. You know, so it's more of inspirational to many. So I must have goals, and I have goals. Yes.
That's nice. That's
Yes.
nice. Okay. One last question before we go to our trivia game. Nanzia Dominic, when maybe you have a client to take pictures.
Yeah.
To take pictures. So have you at some point
No, that's funny, eh?
have you at some point gotten attached or kind of liked your client and you know, maybe fell in love with that client?
Ni swali ngumu.
Or maybe the person you are taking the picture somehow crashed on you, or you know, such things.
Yeah. To the first question, yes. Kuna mtu napiga picha, yeye anakubamba na picha yake inakubamba.
Yani everything, the person and the picture.
But because these are clients and professional, you just let it go. Unasema sawa tu.
Roho yangu tulia.
Sawa. So the second part mi sijui. I don't know because
no one has ever told you before.
Yeah.
Okay. To you, Ayla.
Repeat the question, eh?
As in, okay, at some point, you've taken pictures.
Yes.
You've had clients before.
Yes.
Have you maybe, fell in love? Or maybe you felt like you got attached somehow with a client? Yes.
Okay, it may be twisted in a way. A client falling in love with me. You get? Like you see, umepiga picha pale fiti nini akazipenda. Oh my God, ameshajipa. But I want to conquer with Dominic, that it is very much unprofessional when you start having love feelings towards a client. It will no longer be something professional. Unaona, itakuwa ni mazoeano mingi. In layman's language, ndio mtazoeana. Hii itakuwa na kupigia simu hivi, niaje baby, kuja nipige picha, utakanjwa.
Of course.
Utakanjwa. Ama yeye akuzoee. Unaona? Alafu inaweza fanya hata uchoke, huu hata nilipangia and start taking shoddy pics.
Yeah,
anakuletea mabeshte.
By the way, talking about it, have you had these challenges when maybe you have friends and they feel like you should just be taking them pictures, you know, whenever they feel like it, or maybe they don't pay anything?
Okay, I would take it this way. I have close friends. Let's say you and him, you are my friends, and I do photography, nachukua mapicha, and you're well, you know very well that I do take pics and stuff, professionally. Then this is how I'll take it. I'll take it positively. It's not that I'll be waking up every day or any other time taking you pics for free, and you know.
Yeah.
I will take you pics, but for advert purposes. It's not a norm. It wouldn't be a norm, like, you know, tumechill, tunakunywa soda, na wapiga picha. You know, tumeenda church. By the ile kamera yako iko kwa gari naleta. Tunapiga picha. You know, I would take some pics for advert purposes. But like as a friend, now this is like an advice, as a friend, okay, if anyone out there who has a friend who is doing photography, help the person advertise. Like advertise kazi yake, not taking advantage, unaona. Let that person grow, make him grow, be part and parcel of his growth or her growth. Unaona. In one way or another uta benefit. Si ati sasa ni mazoeano, sasa tunapigana mapicha hapa. I'll start taking shoddy pics. Kwa nini? Tumezoeana sasa. Nipige picha chua. You know.
Okay. So
kuimpress, Yeah.
So I have two questions for you. I will ask something. Mtu mwenye anajua anajibu wa kwanza, as in if you just know it, you I'm going to describe something and you're going to answer what that is.
Okay.
Yes. So, the first one. This is the most vital parts of a camera. The light enters through it, and this is where the photo process begins. What is that?
Repeat, please. Repeat.
It is the most vital parts of the camera, and this is where the light enters through it, and this is where the photo process begins.
Let's call it a lens.
Yeah, it's a lens.
We all got it. Yeah, we all got it.
Wow.
Yeah, we all got it,
Okay.
yeah.
The next one. It stores all the image information, and they range in size and speed capacity. What is that?
Again?
It stores all of the images or all the information, and they range in size and speed capacity.
Memory.
Hey, okay, you guys wanasema tu once wote.
We are photographers.
Okay, the last one. It affects the image exposure by changing the diameter of the lens opening, which controls the amount of light reaching the image sensor.
Aperture.
Yes.
Okay. He got me there.
Dominic won. Alright, anyway, thank you guys. That will be the end of our show. Thank you very much for coming. Before we finish our show, do you have any maybe a watermark or something, because you said that sometimes you take it for business or something? You can let the people know they could look for you.
Yeah. It's laser shots. Anybody?
Laser shots. Wow, I think I have seen something of yours. It is lit, actually.
Santi.
Wow. Okay, laser shots. Okay, Ayla, do you have any?
Yeah. I have a social media platform, Facebook, Ayla Omogi.
Okay.
Ayla Omogi Graphic Designs.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said before, I have majored on graphic designing, not literally photography, you know, but graphic designing. So I design a lot of stuff. I design like such things, you know, like Baraton TV here and hereafter.
Yeah.
Such stuff, you know, good branding. Yeah, I design businesses, I design business cards, I design portfolios, I design anything. Wow. So Ayla Omogi, that's Facebook page. Ayla Omogi.
All right. So guys, you've heard that: laser designs and
Laser
shots and Ayla Omogi graphic designs. If you need anything photography, graphic, whatever, just look for them. Here are your photographers. Thank you very much for watching this show. Don't forget to subscribe there so that you may get more and more of these awesome shows from Baraton TV. Bye and see you next time.